So whilst the basket's doing its thing, so yeah, a little bit dubious, even though it's super glue and the activator are a really fast reaction. I'm always wary, so I'm going to leave that just in case I did miss anything. That's a good start. Carpet must nearly had that then. Oh dear, I'm not playing anymore. Can I go home now? I'll go home. I'm poorly. So this is the dedication I have to you guys. I'm fighting the man flu. And I'm building stuff for you still. Because that's how I roll. Yeah, I know. Right, so we'll get the other. That wasn't the neatest gluing I've ever done. Oh, get in. Lifting hook thing. For the lifting of the turret from the hull. Tell people, Tony, that would be super. Hello? Is there anything on that then? Oh, very marvellous. Super. Gets off. He gets off there. Right, I've no idea what this part is. Or what its function is in real life. He's got a hell of a nub on it again. I'll be glad to see the back of this D-frame, I tell you. The size of some of these nubs have been ridiculous. If I had any idea who my MP was this week, I would write to them. Touch. Touch. Come back over here. There we go. Little squeeze. Super. Go away. Needle touch. Right, that's that. Didn't think you were. So on the undersides, these little parts that go on the back of the turret, you've got that silly little tab. Again, that's another gate mark. So that needs to go. I'm saying the gate mark, it didn't line up then when I just did the test fit. You watch, I probably needed that. I did need that. Oh, Tony. Right, don't trim that part off. Otherwise you make yourself look a silly Billy like I've just done. It's fine. It's fine, it still works. Big double glue there, big double glue there. Get big double glue there. It's fine, it'll still work. Trust me. See? I did that on purpose. Don't trim that part off. Reinforce that. Big double underneath. It's fine. It's fine. Don't trim that part off underneath, you need that. Double glue there. Double glue there. I think it needs to go and lie down. This man flu's kicking in properly now. Right, done. That's fine. Leave that to dry. Don't mess with it. Don't need you. Okay. I missed my bin completely. It's grand. Big cable reel, which I'm going to leave off. And leave that loose because I know quite a few tankies used to take these things off for a little bit more storage in the baskets. They say it's supposed to go just on the side here like that. I think it's a Takom reel, which will look like that inside the basket, but I know a lot of guys used to take these off the side and keep them somewhere else, just so you could have a little bit more storage in that space. Whether that's true for the Berlin Brigade, I don't know. I'm probably going to get yelled at for doing it, but yeah, I believe in that separate. Not only that, that's going to be an absolute pain in the backside to mask off. So I've always got the option of adding that afterwards when it's been painted, because it's going to be a pain in the backside to get in there and mask up. If this is on. So I was going to do the due diligence bit anyway and sand it up back. Be careful on that piece, because that is actually detail. So that's preparated, so I can drop that into the keep me separate box wherever that's gone. It's gone, it's bugging off. Hello? Right, so if I have a quick look at the colour scheme, I know that box is going to be white, which is that box just there. That's all going to be white. Does that mean I've got to try and get in there to mask up? So we'll paint that basket off separately, which means we'll leave that part off there. I'll add these two on afterwards. So these two boxes can go on separately. So we'll do the paintwork for the main area. Then add that. It says trap finder tab. Then add that. It says trap finder tab. Hello? There's a tab there somewhere. That'll go in there like so. So again, we're going to have the problem, there's a cam line where it changes from brown to grey somewhere in this area. That's going to be an absolute pain to do if that's on, and this is on too. So that separately, so we'll do the basket separately, so we'll add that off to the side, nice and safe. See, I'm actually planning now. Ooh, still a fire extinguisher. No, I'll tell you what, we'll do that separately, off camera. That's literally a case of, on this little box here, where the antenna goes. Just about make out the fire extinguisher underneath. Stop bouncing. So it's literally just a case of gluing that to the bottom of the box. That's fine. That's fine. How long have we done so far? Not quite 10 minutes. So I'm just going to run off and blow my nose because it's really, really bothering me now, and I can't breathe and I can't speak at the same time because it's just, yeah. So my dad's knocking about somewhere in the background. It's half time now in the City versus Borough game in the FA Cup. Let's see if he comes out and says something silly from the bathroom. He's done quite well. There was a big cheer when City went 1-0 up after a couple of minutes. But I've heard nothing since. He's not sworn at the TV once. I'm really impressed with him. Really impressed. Okay, so let's double check. Well, no page. I've got that one there. Let's go to the back with that part there. Okay, so we'll do that part first. Do we? Let's do that bit first. Let's do that bit first. Get all that lined up. And double glue into the back seam. Splush. That back corner there. Get on the opposite side. Can't see that, can you? Splush. Splush. Like so. Little squish around. Like so. Drop back plate on that way round. Like so. He's mooching, I can hear him. I just spent 20 minutes looking for my A-frame and I realised the A-frames are actually where the wheels are. Yeah. Don't know if you can make that out. That is an ugly, ugly, ugly seam. So this is the first real major cleanup we have to do. Now this will be actually going, because it's a hinge, this will be going on there like so. So it's quite a visible chunk of plastic, because it's quite a big hinge that. So you have to do all kinds of work now to make that look pretty. So again, let the blade do all the work, trim most of that nub away. Like so. That's not that much that we need to do. Just using the back edge of the blade, just take away the seam. So it's not as bad as it first looks. At first glance I was like, oh my god, what's that? So it's not actually that bad. I'm panicking for nothing. It's fine. But stuff things like that, if you're a beginner, puts you off. Don't let it persevere. Think it through, stick with it. It's fine. There's quite a big seam that on the inside. A little bit of graft. Job done. Simples. Simples. And we hold that now like so. A little bit of glue. Focus on me there. Focus on me there. Not on the blade. Thank you. A little bit of glue on the back. Like so. Tiny little squash. Job's a good one. Same here. Tiny little squash, just to help it grip. Chop them. Lovely. Super. handy dandy this way around stupid mark on the back. I like that. I like that a lot. Lovely. Right then. Right then. First glance I was just having all kinds of panic attacks about this little photo etch part here. I saw all these little folds, especially that little zigzag at the top there, and then I realised you follow the shape of the thing, of the one underneath, so that's fine. I'm not going to panic about that anymore. That's okay, that's okay. It's okay. So what I'm going to do instead is have a panic about these parts. We're trimming away from these ridiculous skates again, with tiny flimsy little parts. Oh, I don't like the way that bent. So please do take your time. It's going to be all too easy to snap these if we start hacking away at full pelt. Take your time. Now the good bit, let's trim high for that one. The good bit about this kit is it's made of a softer styrene than say the Tamiya's or certainly the Revels. I'm going to trim that one wide. There we go. So it's a little bit more forgiving. It's more like an air-fixed styrene. It's quite soft. So just gentle pressure will sort this out. And be gentle. Watch for any stress marks. If you see any, back off straight away. Ooh, that could have been in a better place. That's fine. Oh, there's one in the corner there. There's another place to have one. Was it that part we needed as well? Oh! Don't know why, but that's reminding me of a kid's bed frame. Softly, softly, gently, gently. Ooh, watch for any stress parts. By stress parts, if let's see if we can get some going on this sprue here. I don't need. Yeah, so trimming away, what you might see every now and then if you move too quickly is, see how the plastic's going white. I know this isn't the greatest lighting to show it with. You just hopefully be able to pick out right in the centre there now where the plastic's stressing. And it's turning white. If you see that at any point when you're trimming things away from a frame, back off straight away. So I'm going to go in sideways. No, it's not quite. There we go. You can actually feel like getting softer as I'm working it because I'm actually applying heat to it. And that's what the stress is. We're adding heat to it. And all of a sudden you can see how bendy that becomes. That was actually quite a firm piece. If we carry on going, it should get whiter and whiter. There we go. So hopefully you can see that in amongst my my shocking lighting. Go from grey to white. Then it gets all crinked out of shape then. So if you see that as you're trimming, if you see anything turning white amongst these frames, back off straight away. And hopefully it won't have taken too much damage. Slope of the brew. Frothy one this time. Yeah, it's a frothy one. So that's that. I needed another part just here, which was J1. Yeah, J1. And then once I've trimmed this away from the frame, I'm going to get up and stretch my legs, go for a wee wee, and blow my nose again. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. I don't know the rest of the words. I can't wait to get on the road again. Yeah. Don't judge me. So again, I'm hardly applying any pressure. Let the knife do the work. Again, I've got this with a sanding stick. I run the risk of creating one of those stress points where it's just going to go wiggle, wiggle, wiggle like this. And I don't want to do that. So no pressure at all. Let the knife do the work. Literally, these two fingers are just literally holding it. There's not even any squeeze going on. Same with the thumb. It's literally just resting there. There's no squeeze. Brace himself. Just let the knife do the work. If the knife digs in, I stop and remove. So it's slightly less pressure. I move to a slightly less pressure. Yeah. I've got all the words today, mate. Like so. Nice and gentle. No pressure at all. Enjoy this part. Ooh. I have a built-in stress point right there. Keep an eye on that. At some point that might go crack. Now, I genuinely don't think my camera is going to be able to zoom in close enough to this. Just on the ends. No, we're not going to be able to do that, are we? Just on the ends of these little ladders, there's like a little groove that will line up with the smallest of dimples. It's a tiny, tiny dimple on there. I don't know if you can make that out. Tiny little dimple right at the end, so try not to trim those off. It does look like it needs to come away, but don't, because that's where everything lines up with. I've done that. It's not my fault. Leave me alone. Now, just on that fence there, it's telling me to trim the parts away. I'm assuming on another mark of the Chieftain there would be some kind of storage box just here. I'm actually going to leave those on, because I'm absolutely terrified that if I try hacking away at those I'm going to break something. So they're staying. I know I'm rebelling again. I must stop doing that. And a test fit, that's going to go on at a wonky angle there like so. I'm just going to commit to that now. Which means I need committing. Yeah, I do. There's tiniest little pegs that go in those holes. If you're building this yourself, you'll actually see what I mean, but there's tiny holes, tiny little pegs. And I genuinely can't get you in close enough with the camera to show you what I mean. You should be able to hear it now as I line these up. You'll hear it catch. That tiny little scratchy noise. It's fascinating. So I'm actually going to put these together away from the main piece. Like so, just enough to bite. He says, "Come on, bite, bite." Somebody fell over on telly. Makes me laugh that. It's never touched him. The referee can't hear you, Dad. This is being fiddly. Dab there. Like so. Just let all that catch. He says breaking it. As he moves away. Again, this is one of those really fiddly little builds for a subsection. If you just be patient, just work methodically. I know, me preaching patience. My word. There we go, so that's tacking nicely. Oops. Great. Whoops. Oh, it's still my beating heart. That was some fun. Bombs. Go, line up your bugger. Super. Oh, is it me? Is it getting a bit chilly in here? Okay, there's one. Sounds like before, it's very carefully, very gently. Let the knife do the work of cutting into the fretwork at the side here. He says, at the side here, there we go. Lovely. Shadow. Well, there were gaps in the mesh then. I think it's shadow or dust, one of the two. Doing. Drop that one away. Again. We'll put that somewhere safe. Off to the side. Off to the side, I say. Just clean these little tabs up. Focus on me, dear. Focus on me. Stop your wibbling. There we go. How's that? So again, nothing strenuous. Just take your time. Let your file do the work. Lovely stuff. It's actually quite a satisfying noise, that. Got a bit giddy then. We're a bit giddy then. He says, doing it again. Lovely and smooth. You can tell that because there's no snagging on the glove itself. Oh, blurry. Come on, come back to me. There we go. Here's a drag along where that nub was. Ooh, is that a nub? I don't think that's a nub. Not anymore. There we go. I'm going to do it differently this time. I'm going to drop this plate in first. And we'll come to fix everything together, and then I can make sure that, excuse me, the long piece all lines up. But before we do that, I'm going to do all the folds outside using this as a template, because after all it's this it's going to be lining up with. And the back fence. There you go. Jobs are good. Right. So let's just zoom out a little bit. That'll go in there like so. That'll go in there like so. That'll go getting like that. And this piece goes underneath. Now, for the life of me, I genuinely have no idea whatsoever what will be hiding in that corner. I really don't know. Answers on a postcard. Yeah, that goes in there somewhere like that. That's fine. So hopefully we shall go there like so. And then we've got a slight curve there. Like that. Too far away. Typical. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm not a huge fan of photoetch, can you tell? Yeah. So the glue slipped a little bit whilst it was drying, and I put the thing on, and do you know what? Battle damage. Yeah, I know. As pristine as these things were, they would have had a little bit of knocking around, so I'm going to say that. And then hopefully this is all for the first episode. By the time you get to see this anyway, all this will have been built. So, don't know if you can just make out right in the bottom corner is where the glue slipped as it was setting. So we've completely missed with the zigzag. It's ended up going too far forward this way. So all I've done is just bent it a little bit where it meets the turret. And we can hide that with some spring rolls. Spring rolls? Spring rolls. Commando rolls. Bed rolls. Things like that, which now gives me an excuse to make some bed rolls. Yes. There's a madness in my method. As you can see, it fits nicely on there now. So again, that's another sub-assembly done that we can bob off to one side. Right, what else is there? Oh, where's that box on? Where's that box? I made a box, which will line up here, like so. So that solves that question. I was wondering if it's going to be like the Panzer, where it hangs off slightly. We'd have to paint it underneath, but no, that's fine. Oh, that's why they gave us the new plate. If you remember, they gave us a spare plate, which is a replacement for that one. Now, why did they replace that plate? Because that matches up. That's very odd. Ah, let's see what they've done. No, the gates is there as well. Oh, I don't understand why they've done that. Understand that? Oh, yes I do. Yes I do. They've missed that bracket off underneath here. Right, that makes sense now. So, we don't need that part, but we do need a GPMG. So I'm going to trim all the frames away around the GPMG. And hopefully this one isn't going to snap and cut. Oh yeah, I think it will do, so we'll go further away. So I want a bit more control over when we snip this from the frame. So let's say that gas return valve tube there is very flimsy, as is the barrel itself. So we should now have an empty D-frame, apart from this old plate, which I'm going to put in my Greeblies box. Because you never know, I might get around to building that, whatever it is I was building, one day. Big spaceship. As you do. As you know. Right, so there's a bit of gappage at the back there, but we should be okay there, he says. So I'm going to use the big splotchy white glue for the white top. I keep calling it white glue, it's not, it's white top glue. The big splotchy stuff right there, like so. As I can feel that grip and start to melt the kit, I can whack a load on that bit as well. That should hopefully give me a bit of grippage. A little squish around, I can feel that gripping. Lovely. Make sure we're all square. Lovely stuff. And then once that cures a little bit, I'll just nip around all the edges with the green top, extra thin. Just line up. Okay, right. Leave that to one side. Let that do its thing. And handily, Mr. Hobby Primer fits right underneath that turret ring. We like that. We like that. You stay there. Excuse me. Right then. So, remembering what we said about the stress of the plastic when we're cutting. If we see any white here now, I'm going to back off straight away now. Whether or not it'll catch on camera, I'm not too sure. What I'm just going to do is very slowly And that is scaring the bejeebers out of me, so I'm going to trim that one there slowly. So that didn't break, that's fine, so we should be able to, my word, that's firm. So that should hopefully now be, ooh, the adjustable screw thing. The ammunition box we should be okay with, because that's a nice sturdy piece. We get the opposing bracket, I think. Excuse me, yes we do. The opposing bracket which goes flipping off everywhere. Right. Now for the part I'm terrified about. Because if I get this wrong, I don't think I can repair that GPMG. So I'm going to take care of that barrel first. Oh, we've already got a snap. Yeah, we've already got a break. Well, that's disappointing. Just going to move that back into line. There is quite a bit of stress through that barrel as it is. So I'm going to try that with a knife first. Just a little sorry motion. Nothing major. I can see the stress line at the back. Oh dear. Oh dear, yeah, so that would have broken anyway. Oh, Takom, please sort these out. Well, luckily that's not too bad. That's not as nasty as I feared it would be. But we still have, now we've taken all that pressure out, we still have a bit of a wonky barrel situation going on with the GPMG. You can feel all kinds of stress built into that barrel. So, I'm just going to run some extra thin in that area, and hopefully that'll just weld everything back together. Well, not hopefully, it will do. Just give it a little wiggle, like so. And trim these knobs off properly. My dad's shouting at the rugby now. Which I do believe may well be Scotland and England. Very gently take that knob down. So it's not too bad. That could have been a lot worse. Let's take the positives. Let's take the positives. That could have been a lot worse. Takom, if you are watching, please sort that out if you haven't done so already. Now, it's the middle of the day. I'll say middle of the day. I think it's about 3 o'clock, something like that. I haven't got a timepiece with me to double check that. There are bangs going off outside somewhere. It's daytime, so I don't think it's fireworks. The area that I'm living in, I'm hoping that's not gunfire. Because yeah, we do have that kind of thing around here, which is very disappointing. Really? What goes in there? Okay. That goes in there. Like so. Nice. And then the bracket thing goes with the ray. Just here like so. Spot of glue in the hole at the front. And if I can get my silly fat fingers around it. Look at this bracket at the back. Ooh, look at this, I'm working left-handed. Sweet. Sweet. Right, I'm not actually going to commit this to the turret. Actually need the canvas hatch. I just want to make sure it all lines up before the glue sets. You can find the canvas turret thing, cup holder. Here, where have you gone? Anyways. Lovely stuff. So there's the GPMG and the Commander's cup holder. I know there's somebody screaming at the TV right now. It's a cup holder! Cup holder. Cup holder. Tomato, tomato. Right. I'm happier with that. I've got a little nub to trim at the bottom there. I didn't do a moment ago, but I'm happy with that, so that's okay. I'm going to walk away, I'm going to go get something to eat because my belly's gurgling a little bit, and I'm going to refill the juice bottles, more coffee, and then I think we'll go for the big light at the front. Yep. One more little subsection, and then the turret's done. Yay! 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 No, stop it.